Good evening, everybody, and welcome to LaSalle College High School. Philadelphia Catholic League basketball on a Friday night in January. It just does not get better than that. Let's bring you inside the broadcast booth. Bob Long, Carter Philman, to my right, Pat Burkhead, and great to have Jack McGuire back in the broadcast booth with us here tonight. It's a big matchup against Devon Prep. The LaSalle Explorers, they're 1-1 in the league. Devon Prep are as well. And it feels like ad nauseum we talk about this, Pat. We'll start with you. We'll turn the calendar to February, and I promise you we'll be talking about this game, the team that won it, and that advantage when it comes to seeding and possible playoff inclusion.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last game, too, against Conwell League, and all these games are super important, especially the ones that LaSalle can win and is expected to win. And I think LaSalle has definitely some mismatches against this Devon team, but obviously Devon is really well coached, and Coach Fisher, he's really impressive and seems to always get the job done for Devon Prep.
Jack McGuire back in the booth after a great year doing football. He's also a basketball manager, so he's with us here sporadically. Certainly not asking for any trade secrets, but what's going on with the LaSalle basketball program? What is Coach Ryan Ansell and his resistance trying to get going, and how do you feel the season has gone to this point?
First off, I just want to say thank you for letting me be here.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time for basketball, waiting for basketball, so it's great. I think this LaSalle program has gotten off to a great start. They've had low expectations coming in, not low, but not high, and they've really exceeded what they were supposed to do. They had a great Maryland trip. They builded, they bonded together. I think Devon plays just like Holy Ghost plays. They play fundamentally sound. They swing the ball, they reverse it, they back cut. That's a big key if Devon wants to win this, get their back cuts in. I think Devon, obviously, like Patrick said, has some mismatches against LaSalle. I think Devon is a very good team. They beat O'Hara. LaSalle, they're going to have to just push the floor, get the ball out fast in transition.
Carter Philman with us here as well. Don't forget the fact that this is a two-time reigning state champion in Devon Prep. And yes, there's a lot of attrition via graduation, a fantastic senior class and several classes before that. And so these folks and this team is learning its way at Devon Prep, but everybody on that bench knows what it feels like to go win a state championship. And that experience is a big deal.
Absolutely. You don't fall backwards into multiple state championships over the past few years. Coach Fisher does a fantastic job. Like Pat and Jack said, they're organized. They know how to play. They run their schemes very well. It's going to be a great matchup. And like we said, this game is extremely important for future playoff hopes for both teams.
Yes, it will be. Two terrific programs, two big-time coaching staffs, Jason Fisher, Ryan Ansell. Again, Jason Fisher took this program from a team and a program that folks didn't expect to win a Catholic League game for multiple years, Carter. And all of a sudden, Palestra appearance last year. 2 state championships. They got success formulaed up to the 4A. You got to be doing something right.
Exactly.
And so you take Jason on that side and Ryan, who's maybe that younger version of Jason Fisher, and that's the type of program that Ryan is working on building. I find that to be really compelling.
Absolutely. They're a true success story of the Catholic League. Like you said, small school, player base obviously not large because of the small population, and they've destroyed the competition over the past few years. Very successful. Like we said, we've mentioned huge important graduating senior class. They've lost a lot of minutes, lost a lot of experience. This team is young, they're growing. They had a huge win over a really solid Cardinal O'Hara team for only their second win of the year. This is not a game I would take lightly if I was a LaSalle Explorer.
No doubt about it, and we're glad you're here with us for it. Stay with us, and we'll be right back on the other side with the starting lineups, the introductions. Our buddy Jack McGuire is going to be a big part of that, as we'll dim the lights, have the pregame video, and then the starters for both teams when we come back.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Meet David and Kay May, a dynamic team with a shared mission to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. What sets them apart? Their wealth of experience, combined with a genuine passion for guiding clients every step of the way. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor, their personalized approach and commitment to service make every real estate journey smooth and rewarding. Contact them today to get started on your next real estate adventure.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
the game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss.
Let's meet the starters from Devon Prep. James Kahn, a sophomore. Owen Raymond. Jaden Kraft, brother of, you'll remember, Reese Kraft, who won 2 state titles with Devon Prep. Cooper Fairlamb, the junior, 6'5". And number 21, John Dugan. Finally, number 33, soccer keeper, by the way, for Devon Prep. That's Braden Fisher, a senior. Kahn, I think I mentioned him first off the bench, expected for Devon Prep. Now let's meet the LaSalle Explorers. It's our buddy Jack McGuire that helped put together that pregame video. And we are ready for basketball here from LaSalle College High School. LaSalle in white, Devon Prep in those light blue unis. Pat Burkhead, Jack Burns, Carter Philman, Jack McGuire, Bob Long here. We're excited to bring you Catholic League basketball action on a Friday night. Jason Fisher, Ryan Ansel. 2 coaches great at their craft are going to go at it here tonight. And LaSalle will start with the basketball.
Important more than ever for LaSalle to get off to a solid start offensively. Maybe establish with Price inside. It's a significant size advantage. We'll see if they attack that early.
Here's Max Okabata, and he dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds. Turnovers have been the bugaboo for this LaSalle team, and yes, it's a different iteration of Devon Prep, but they're a team that historically has made teams pay for being loose with the basketball.
Uncharacteristic turnover issues themselves for Devon Prep this year, averaging, I think, about 15 turnovers a game in Catholic League play.
Kraft, no good, and a foul there. Jackson Carroll, that is a nasty fall. One more look at this one on the replay. And just undercutting him there, not malicious by any stretch, but a big, big fall there. That's number 21, John Dugan. Son, by the way, of Cardinal O'Hara AD Chrissy Dugan. And they have some real familial ties at Devon Prep, and he's doing a great job as a senior. But they'll take a look at him. Also a star pitcher.
Quite the lineage Devon Prep has throughout their lineup in terms of former players, former parents, athletes.
Yeah, he's one of those, when we say pitchers, by the way, one of those like go anywhere you want to pitch type guys.
Love it.
Devon Prep has a terrific baseball team. Jack McGuire, I know you had a chance to call some Catholic League baseball this year.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get out to a Devon LaSalle game this season.
Neary, Okabata, Tyler Branson, Price Alston, and Jackson Carroll. And just like that, another turnover. 2 turnovers, 2 possessions.
Yeah, someone just has to, it's as simple as coming to the ball there. You know, you can't leave your guy on an island, especially when he's draped by a Devon Prep defender.
And last game against Conwell Egan, we saw a similar thing in the beginning minutes of that game, which gave Conwell Egan an early lead.
LaSalle in that man-to-man defense. Okabata the defender, and that's going to be an opportunity for Devon Prep. Oh, hackneyed possession there, but they come down with it. Here comes Okabata the other way.
Ref there just telling Jackson Carroll to get off the floor.
3 turnovers in 3 possessions. Jaden Kraft.
Love that. Going off 2 feet, getting the defender up by him. Really smart decision to sense the defender coming on the break.
Okabata through the lane, off the side of the backboard. Good hands by Nick Neary. Prevents the easy layup in transition, but LaSalle offensively is going to have to figure things out. Not a good start.
Bob, this is a big game for Nick Neary after coming back from the football state championship. He was a little rusty at first in football shape. Also, this is a kind of a revenge game. He didn't get to play against Devon Prep last year with illness, so he's definitely looking for redemption here tonight. 6-0
early on. Good find for Braden Fisher. That's patience on the baseline inbound, Carter.
Yeah, just got to be organized if you're LaSalle. You know, you can't just let fell asleep there for a second on the block. Just let the defender slip open.
Tyler Branson off the ball screen. Here's Jackson Carroll. Dangerous pass. Excellent ball fake. Kraft for 3. It's 9-0. An early timeout for Ryan Ansell. As good as it gets offensively for Devon Prep. What a ball fake.
Devon Prep doing what they do, making LaSalle pay for their mistakes. You know, got to get settled in on the offensive end if you're an explorer. Just way far too many turnovers. What, 4 turnovers, 4 possessions, 4 turnovers.
4 and 5, yeah, and the other one hit the side of the backboard. This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance, property and casualty insurance firm in North Wales. Want to thank Chris Marr, class of 1989. And proud sponsor of what we do, former Alumni Association board president as well. Maybe you have a child who's about to get his or her license. That's a great time to call. It's 215-368-9555. See if Chris Marr and E&M Insurance can improve your coverage, save you money. Great hands again for Devon Prep. They don't come up with it, though.
How about a wholesale lineup change for
I was just
a
gonna
hockey
say,
shift?
Hockey shift is right.
We rarely ever see that at the high school level.
Certainly sensing.
Rarely ever see it in the sport.
Yeah.
But you know what? What a chance to send a message. Hey, guys.
Absolutely.
This isn't working. We're going to give someone else a shot.
Much better ball movement in this lineup so far. We'll see if they can get anything out of this, but
Ryan Rang gives it up for Jaden Carr, who played big minutes in the JV game earlier today. Carr. Walsh, who had checked into the game late in that Conwell Egan, beg your pardon, second quarter, hit a shot at the end of the half. Carr, no good. Rang brings it down, and they're just not falling.
I like the thought process behind that possession. Make it a long offensive process. Got a decent shot with the 3 by Jaden Carr. Make the Devon Prep defense work, though.
Fairlam with a fastball pass inside. Skip pass to the corner. Boy, it's still that Devon Prep offense, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. The players change, but the offense does not.
A whole lot of back cuts.
And they are very comfortable playing in the half court. They can run when they need to, but they're going to work you to death defensively and make you stay in the possession for sometimes 45 seconds at a time. And it's a good look for three. Carr comes down with it. That was a chef's kiss type possession,
yes,
though.
It was.
Make or miss. Walsh fires away for three. That barely drew the iron. Scoreless early on here for LaSalle. Knifing through the defense, a lefty finish for John Dugan. Good to see him back into the contest after taking an early fall.
You know, we mentioned the size advantage LaSalle would have with Price Austin on the floor. They went completely opposite, going small. Devon actually has a little bit of a size advantage here.
It's a good move by Jaden Carr there, getting to 2 feet. And just taking the cap off the basket. Sometimes that's all you need. And a giveaway from Devon Prep. So here comes Tyler Branson. He'll replace Nate Walsh. I think the difference in this lineup, Pat and Jack, versus the starting lineup is you can really space the floor here. You can have guys like Damon, Rang, certainly Flaherty to be able to space the floor. Does that open up driving lanes?
Yeah, I think just about everyone on the court for LaSalle right now can shoot, and as you said, Bob, that'll definitely help them get inside.
And like we mentioned earlier, all 5 of these players, besides now Tyler Branson checking in, came off the bench. Ansel has preached to his team, the bench players, to stay ready.
Good move there by Ryan Damon. An initial block on the Rang shot, but Damon stays with it. And LaSalle working their way back. Good hands by Branson. Up the floor. Too strong. Rang came down with it. A lot of contact. He was hammered. Got hit up near the face area.
I think Ryan Rang is one of the guys that we see hustling for a lot of offensive rebounds on this LaSalle team. He's definitely out there trying his best, and it usually pays off for him with a few points.
Between him and Ryan Damon, I really like the energy they bring off the bench. Just a different look from their traditional guards that LaSalle goes towards.
And like Pat was saying about rebounding, Ryan Rang averages 3 rebounds coming off the bench.
Price Austin had come to the table to replace the shooter there. Not to be. Branson again got a hand in there. And that's last touch by Branson. Tried to throw it off. And if successfully did, Dugan threw it off Branson.
Yeah, really good read there on the back end by Tyler Branson. Of course, it's a gamble, but works out well in his favor.
Good hands by Price Alston. I tell you what, broken record. LaSalle getting their hands in the passing lane. Both teams getting bit by the bug, the turnover bug.
On cue, Bob.
That's right. You can see Reese Kraft and Jaden, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of gangly, lanky, super lean and fit, and he's going to be something else as he continues to progress. 6'4" junior. Fairlamb, beautiful dish, extra one, and Devon Prep perhaps content to hold for either the last shot or a layup. Didn't want that 3. Here's James Kahn, who just checked into the game. Fairland off the screen. Kraft, he'll let it go. Who's going to come up with it? There's Alston. And a foul is called, and Bryce Alston, after the fact, extricating himself, let's say. Extricating himself from the situation.
I think Devon Prep just took about a whole minute off the clock there in that final possession. This game could very well be heading towards a low 40s, high 30s type finish here if everything stays. An interesting dynamic. We'll see if LaSalle takes the opposite approach. They've been, you'd figure you'd want the last shot here. They've had some instances where they take the shot early in the clock.
Plenty of fouls to give, and I think Jason Fisher wanted that, maybe even a hair earlier, but 8 seconds left. Jaden Allen Bates, the senior, normally about the 8th guy for this Devon Prep team. They kind of go 7.5, if you will. So that's why he gave that foul, you would think. Ranson through traffic, contact, and a blocking foul is called. Jason Fisher and company less than thrilled.
Let's take a look.
I mean, he's not in legal guarding position, I don't think so.
Definitely still sliding as Branson seems to go up for the shot.
And it seems like Devon Prep is going to play really physical with Tyler Branson on the outside. I think Jaden Allen Bates was playing him really close there and definitely trying to not foul him, but definitely play physical.
Yeah, Bob, and Tyler Branson, he has lived at the free throw line. Coming into this game this season, he has shot 106 field goals and 104 free throws.
That's right. Just about double anyone else total, right, on the team. Or you bring everybody else into the mix, you add them all up. You almost get to Tyler Branson, I think.
And he's shooting 77%, 78, around that range.
3.6 to go the full length of the floor. They're going to get him going downhill. Fairland didn't even take the shot. Jaden Carr, athletic, rangy. And our guy Dylan Johnson hearing some footsteps in the corner.
Coach Fisher liked the shot, though, liked the look. Just didn't get it off in time.
And that is the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching LaSalle basketball on Bob Long Sports.
Sports fans, welcome to Gentili's. Before the game or after the game, you don't have to travel far anymore. Come out to Gentili's Pizza in Exton for the best cheesesteaks and pizza you'll ever eat in your life, and I guarantee it. Let me take you inside and show you what we're all about. I mean, come on, look at that cheesesteak. Sliced ribeye, sauteed fried onions on a beautiful Karanji seeded roll. Cooper sharp cheese. That, my friends, is a slam dunk. So come to Gentili's for your best cheesesteak that you ever had in your life. That's gonna be our Charlie. This is our #1 seller, got Pecorino Romano. And we top it off with a little hot honey. Gentili's Pizza, Exton, PA. Can't wait to see you after the game.
Second quarter about to get underway here on Bob Long Sports. 11-5, Devon Prep with the lead. The Tide, the winners of 2 straight state championships at the 4A level. Well, 3A and then 4A last year after they got bumped up. Very impressive. Speaking of impressive, how about the back cut? That's Tide basketball right there.
Jack McGuire had the scouting report coming in.
Whole lot of back cuts.
Good cut inside. Thought there was a lot of contact. Wow. Fairlam up ahead of the defense. Boy, almost a spectacular finish, but a really good set of hands there by Tyler Branson as well. Neary, maybe an extra step. A late whistle. I think that official might have been reminded or coaxed by that Devon Prep sideline. Not that they were wrong.
Yeah, don't love the shot. You know, you're in transition, don't have the numbers. Just a shot fading away from the rim. Really tough.
Good look in the corner. Carr getting a lot of run here.
I was about to say, a lot of seeing him handle the ball coming up, too.
Cooper Fairlam, he's attacking the rim. And here comes LaSalle. 3-on-2. Okabata. Man, we fly up and down the floor. Lots of contact all around. Good finish. Body control by Cooper Fairlam.
We went from slow half-court basketball to the fastest transition basketball I've ever seen.
And a 10-point lead for Devon Prep. Nickel dimer there on the baseline. First team foul for Devon Prep here in the second quarter.
Salle making an early plan of action to try to get Max Okabata going downhill. A lot of dribble handoffs with him and Branson. Just hasn't gone to plan yet. Might have been a couple steps there.
It's really solid defense there by John Dugan. Big, strong guy going against the linebacker, Nick Neary. You have two two-sport athletes there. Dugan, the baseball player, as we mentioned, and Neary, the linebacker. He'll fire away again. That one is good for Owen Raymond.
Yeah, LaSalle trying to switch everything on defense. Just a bit of a miscommunication there between Tyler Branson and Price Alston onto who is getting that guard popping out. Price led to kind of screening his own player.
It's going to be our bugaboo all year, Carter. And that's the offense they're running. They're getting the ball to him at the top of the key. I just don't know if that's where he needs to be attacking the basket from. All the way to the rim. And a foul is called. Price Alston was tagged at. I tell you what, though, part of you likes Dylan Johnson, the 6-foot junior, mixing it up there.
Yeah, a lot of energy. Showed a lot of nice shooting stretch in the JV game earlier as well. Another swing player for one of these teams.
18-5. Devon Prep, the Tide, in the light blue, and another giveaway by Branson.
Just far too casual of a pass, and if you're Price Alston, you also want to step towards the ball, especially when you have a defender on that inside hit.
And the foul went against Tyler Branson in the act of shooting, I believe. Or certainly I would have called it as such. So by my count, there's about 3 guys on the floor for Devon Prep. Okay, there we are. Okay, it's coming back, getting a little water by the bench. Braden Fisher, 6'5" senior. Talked about second sports for a lot of these guys. He is the starting keeper on a very talented Devon Prep soccer team.
Watch the way he slides on defense, and he slides with his hands down like a soccer goalkeeper as well.
That's great. Don't specialize too early, kids. And certainly a school of Devon Prep size, you have to rely upon that, more so than even a 6A school. Branson Tough shot. Strong finish.
Much needed. Much needed.
And a whistle comes. The full length of the floor. That's Tyler Branson's second personal foul with 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter.
And Bob, we've seen numerous LaSalle players get in foul trouble this year. I feel like Tyler Branson's kind of stayed away from that.
Good pickpocket there.
Saddle pulled out.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Oh, underneath, they're definitely just letting them play more or less.
And Ryan Ansel is asking the near side official, how do you not call that? I think probably because that's the official closest. That's not who we should be talking to. That's the baseline official's call. And a late whistle, and you know what we call that one?
Makeup call, Bob.
M-A-K-E-U-P. There's nothing there. Get one more look at it. Yeah, that's what we call a tough one in the biz. Tough call there.
Ryan Damon literally tried to get around the defender, not go into him.
Succeeded.
So I'm thinking maybe that back defender might have had an elbow in the back. I'm just going to bat for the official there.
Oh,
but
always,
that's
always,
yeah,
yes.
you know.
That's right. And I think you might have a higher percentage free throw shooter here in Ryan Damon at the line.
There we go.
Than Nick Neary. So if we're really working through the computations here, yeah.
See if LaSalle staying in their pressure, which has had some early success. Again, like we mentioned, Devon, some uncharacteristic turnover issues this year. Typically really strong handle on the ball.
Owen Raymond got by. Okabot, and there's an open three that won't go. Nobody grabbed a body, and man, bodies are hitting the floor hard tonight. One more look. And that's one where Damon's got to find that body on the outside.
I think he just landed on that left foot, or right foot, excuse me.
Jason Fisher out to take a look at his player. We'll give them the grace to do that, and we'll be right back.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
They were able, with the help of wonderful athletic trainer Dave Crow, able to get the injured player off the floor. Bring you back in to remind you that today's game is brought to you by Joe O'Brien Roofing, family-run roofing contractor in the greater Philadelphia area. Joe O'Brien, proud Roman Catholic grad, and sent his son to LaSalle, so he's Mr. PCL, and he can help you with any roof problems you may have. Have a leaky roof, need a full roof repair, patchwork, gutters, you name it. He'll give you a free consultation, and he will take great care of you. Give him a call at 215-267-0883. Joe O'Brien Roofing. And then our favorite place to go before, during, or after the big game, the Great American Pub with 3 locations in Phoenixville, Wayne, and Conshohocken. There's always a Great American Pub near you. Thanks to Chuck Hempshire, as well as his son Charlie, who's back in the business now. Great football player during his day at LaSalle. For everything they've done for us here, Bob Long Sports. Check them out, the Great American Pub. We have Pat Burkhead, Jack McGuire, Jack Burns with us here, all sophomores at LaSalle. An open 3 out of the timeout, won't go. Here comes Okabata the other way. poked away, and he was tripped. Dangerous type play there. James Kahn going for the basketball, and that was nearly a football play there, Jack. Nearly a collision.
Well, you know, Devon Prep doesn't have football, so I guess they're getting their tackles in during basketball season.
Certainly, of course, he was going for that basketball just a hair late. Jackson Carroll. Ambitious, that pass.
That'll be LaSalle's 10th turnover of the game. 0 assists on the game, which really speaks to the difficulty on they're having on the offensive end. Not generating any easy buckets. I can't think of any easy bucket they've had all game. But to Devon's credit, they've done a great job. They're communicating on defense. They're switching well.
LaSalle picking up the pressure a little bit here. Have to change something up. Carroll is going to be the one to guard Fairlamb. Nearly got the hand in there, Ryan Damon. And they gave up that three again. 3 shots coming for Jaden Kraft. Cardinal sin that time.
Yeah, it's again just miscommunication on the defensive end. If you guys are switching everything, you have to commit to the switch and at least communicate when you're going to. Just Branson and Okabata struggled with that handoff, and Okabata clearly in the landing zone, if you will. I mean, maybe at the top.
Yeah, that's not the nickel dimer type. When you look at the replay, okay, maybe the shooter kind of embellished it a little bit. I mean, he basically had 2 hands around him in a bear hug while landing right where he needed to be landing.
And Jaden Kraft is not the person you want to foul if you're this LaSalle Explorers team. He's shooting 83% from the line.
Very nice job, Jack. The announcer's jinx pulled that one off.
2 for 3 that time for Jaden Kraft. In comes Jaden Allen Bates. Friday night basketball in the Philadelphia Catholic League. These 2 teams going to be fighting for playoff spots, and again, if things go very well, maybe even that first round bye. Top 6 teams get a bye. Starts here though.
There it is.
Neary missed the layup, counted and 1. Give him an offensive rebound, give him 2, and 1 more coming at the line.
Yeah, finally generated an open look despite the first missed look. Maybe Nick Neary was so surprised to find himself so open. A really nice dish off there by Ryan Damon attacking the lane, sensing the double coming.
And there he had a bit of a tough first quarter, I would say. He was definitely getting physical inside, going to the rim as he usually does, but I'm sure it felt great for him to finally get one to go.
This one's nitpicking, Carter, but the left-hand finish is a lot easier from that side of the block. Went to the right, and ended up getting his own. Anyone want to explain that one to me? Not a foul. They just called it off on LaSalle. They called it out on LaSalle.
I guess while Devon had possession. Nope.
Well, then what? While Devon had possession, what? Branson touched it while out of bounds. He didn't touch the ball. Well, we're going to come back to action now. Up and under. What a move. Okabata. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
Great finish on one end from Devon, and Max doing where he's at his best, attacking downhill. Does a great job getting off 2 feet into the body of the Devon Prep defender.
Hopefully this is another shooter's jinx, but Max has not been shooting the best.
Reverse jinx.
There we go. There we go.
Jack McGuire, baby, fresh off football season. Great to have you back, buddy. Oh, it's terrific.
And that was the 5th foul on Devon, so 3 minutes left in this quarter, and LaSalle's going to be shooting. Definitely a good way to get back into a game.
1 of 2 that time for Max Okabata. Carroll got away with a foul there.
Good to see Braden Fisher back on the court, too. Had a pretty heavy limp coming off, but. Oh, God, might have got away with the carry there.
Good giveaway that time there. Okabata came up with it and gave it away, and there's Branson all the way down the floor. A little bit of energy in the late stages of the quarter. 8-point game. Oh, man. Hands in the cookie jar that time.
And that's Max Okabata's defensive style. He's going to get in there, that's for sure.
Skip pass, nearly got the hands on it for Carroll. Raymond. And a timeout called by Jason Fisher. That is a veteran, savvy timeout called that time. Saw things were not going well.
No, definitely LaSalle doing a better job making Devon uncomfortable on the ball. You know, Devon doesn't have the strong ball handling that they have had in past years.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Riley, Rakowski, and Malloy Funeral Home. Want to thank our good buddy, Andrew Buddha Rakowski, class of 1998, proud sponsor of what we do here. Buddha sends his best to head coach Ryan Ansell, the student athletes, and the program as a whole. And then also want to thank Dr. Mary Griffin and Bala Dermatology for their sponsorship. Helping you with skin checks for potential sun damage, many cosmetic options to help you love your skin. Reach out to her online at balladermatology.com or call 610-664-3300. Bala Dermatology and Dr. Mary Griffin, healthy skin starts here. Wide open again, and for the second time, he has been fouled shooting a three-point shot.
And that's the second time Devon has caught LaSalle sleeping off that exact same inbounds play.
LaSalle foul number 10, Ryan Bain. That's his first.
Yeah, and he got smoked again. I mean, there's no question about it. One more look. Missed the first, by the way, as we'll now bring you back to live action. That trip to the Palestra meant so much to this Devon Prep program. Again, well documented how when they came into the league, it was a basketball program without a ton of success at the highest level. Double team forces the timeout. And folks thought that they weren't going to win a game possibly for years, Carter. And not only did they start winning games early, they started competing. They've, of course, won 2 state championships in the time since. And that trip to the Palestra felt like such a big deal for a proud school. A lot of alums came back for that contest. And yes, they're going to take a little bit of a step back, one might think, with that incredible senior class moving on. But they put their mark on the Catholic League, and now it's a destination for folks that want to play high-level basketball in that Montgomery, Delaware County type area.
Yeah, you know, it says a lot about how they did it too. You know, they didn't have a ton of top 100 kids, 0 top 100 kids to be frank. You know, I think one low major Division I player, a bunch of solid D3 players that can win in the Catholic League.
Yes, it can, and a high-level coach as well.
Absolutely.
Total buy-in. You see a lot of teams that like to play up and down in the Catholic League, and they were unabashed about they were going to play differently. They have a 10-point lead right now in the final 100 seconds of the first half. Price Alston, good patience inside, and a foul is called. He'll shoot 2. A ball fake inside does you a ton of good to create space for yourself.
John Dugan doing his best underneath, try to match it up. Just got his hands caught in the cookie look, just trying to contain Price.
And Bob, we've seen Price up high pretty much all of this game. That's really the first time I think we've seen him with a paint touch. So it's nice to see, and it ended up working.
Well, yes, that's right. That power dribble comes when it's 6 to 8 feet away. You can live with that. Quite frankly, not just live with it. It puts him in his best position to succeed. One of two. 1-3-1 zone for LaSalle with Okabata at the top, and he got hands on it. And he gave it away. Just kind of got ahead of himself there.
Yeah.
Great play defensively.
I really like the look of the 1-3-1 against a team like Devon, where they don't have a ton of size inside or ball handlers up top to match it. Max can really take advantage of his length and athleticism at the top.
Dangerous pass. Here's Raymond trying to settle things down.
Branson's got to be careful on those gambles.
And that is the direct result. Owen Raymond for three.
Yeah, he's just vacating his wing spot, and there's nobody there to back him up when he goes for the ball like that.
Turnabout is fair play. A 1-3-1 zone for Devon Prep. Good catch inside. Carroll missed the layup.
Branson does a really good job of finding his teammates. He's been averaging 5 assists. And like we just saw there are some plays where he has a great pass but no finish.
Got to be close to 5 seconds here.
Oh, man, that's a late whistle. Holy smokes. I'm with you, Carter.
Yep.
I think it was 5.
And
then he actually broke that outside hip, and that wasn't the time to call it, and then it was called right there.
Must have heard me from the top.
Yeah, I think so.
Seen LaSalle have some success late quarter situations. We'll see if they can go into the half on a high note here.
Great look inside. Don't put it on the ground. Devon Prep. Good if it goes. And that is the end of the first half. It's the same Devon Prep, folks. They graduated a lot, but their style of play, havoc on defense, created a lot of turnovers and puts themselves in the lead with a 12-point cushion, Jack.
Yeah, Devon has to be careful, though, because if you remember, the role was kind of reversed last year as Braden Erfel hit a 3 heading into halftime to put LaSalle up 7. Devon here up 12, has to be careful, make sure this LaSalle team doesn't come back.
Pat, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think for LaSalle it's just been simple mistakes, and we've mentioned them, but I feel like they are making pretty much every simple mistake they can right now. It's sloppy passes. I think just not caring enough at times to make a good pass or make a good decision. So if they can bring more enthusiasm and just really focus on making the smart basketball play, I think LaSalle has a good chance to come back in this one, but obviously we've seen the great scheme from Coach Fisher, and it's been nothing but impressive so far for Devon.
A 3-point basket for Devon Prep was just changed to a 2, so it's 27-16. We'll take a quick break and come back. Second half is next on Bob Long Sports.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dumpy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dumpyford.com.
Come experience the Dumpy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Meet David and Kay May, a dynamic team with a shared mission to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. What sets them apart? Their wealth of experience, combined with a genuine passion for guiding clients every step of the way. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor, their personalized approach and commitment to service make every real estate journey smooth and rewarding. Contact them today to get started on your next real estate adventure.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches. The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
Sports fans, welcome to Gentili's. Before the game or after the game, you don't have to travel far anymore. Come out to Gentili's Pizza in Exton for the best cheesesteaks and pizza you'll ever eat in your life, and I guarantee it. Let me take you inside and show you what we're all about. I mean, come on, look at that cheesesteak. Sliced ribeye, sauteed fried onions on a beautiful Karanji seeded roll. Cooper sharp cheese. That, my friends, is a slam dunk. So come to Gentili's for your best cheesesteak that you ever had in your life. That's gonna be our Charlie. This is our #1 seller, got Pecorino Romano. And we top it off with a little hot honey. Gentili's Pizza, Exton, PA. Can't wait to see you after the game.
Second half about to get underway. Here from LaSalle High School, Devon Prep 27, LaSalle 16. We'll bring you inside the broadcast booth. Jack sneaking his head in there. Jack McGuire is with us. Pat Burkhead, Bob Long, Carter Philman, and Jack Burns doing a great job with us on the camera here today. So we said it going into the break, but Jack McGuire, it is just 11 points. A lot needs to change, certainly, but there's a lot on the table here in these next 16 minutes.
Well, the first thing that needs to change is the turnovers. You can't score without possession of the ball, so that's bottom line, most important. And then I was just telling Carter, I think the shots will start to fall. I think we'll see Rang. I think we'll see Flaherty. Maybe even Hellstrom off the bench like we saw at Fells. And I think Tyler Branson will get those assists. Like Carter was saying, 0 assists so far this game for the Explorers. That needs to change too. So turnovers and assists, 11-0. That's got to change. That's my takeaway.
Pat, one thought from you as we get ready to start the second half.
Yeah, I know we've talked a lot about LaSalle's mistakes, but I think Devon deserves a lot of credit. They've played a really good game so far, and their scheme seems to be working to perfection. So Coach Fisher's done an amazing job so far in this one.
And Carter, take the other end. How does Devon Prep close out a game like this?
Continue doing what they're doing. They're doing a great job on the defensive end. They're switching everything. They're doing no surprise, communication on the back end has been top notch, where you don't really see that from on the opposite end. LaSalle has let open a couple open threes because of that slip in communication when they're trying to switch everything. We've seen LaSalle make halftime adjustments before and make games that seem out of reach better. We'll see if they can do it this time again.
And I just want to point something out. Devon Prep held Cardinal O'Hara to 0 third-quarter points in their matchup.
Wow.
That is something that LaSalle cannot afford.
A Cardinal O'Hara team, by the way, that then went and beat Archbishop Wood, who had beaten Father Judge. No one likes to play the transitive property game, but that's pretty impressive stuff. Alston to the line to shoot 2, and you could see that offense with a purpose coming out of the halftime break.
Yeah, balls popping around the perimeter, making the Devon Prep defense move. Price does a great job establishing position on the block as well.
And of note, John Dugan, who's been beaten up a little bit this game, taking some hard falls, picks up his 3rd personal foul as first free throw missed by Price Alston.
And that Conwell-Egan, the fouls really did affect the end of that game. I know Conwell-Egan had multiple players foul out.
1 of 2 for Price Alston. It's a 10-point game.
LaSalle not doing a ton of favors for themselves from the free throw line, just 6 of 12 so far, 50%. Leaving a lot of crucial points on the table.
Raymond, good kick. That one not good that time from Jaden Kraft. Okabata just lost it out of bounds. He's turning to look at the official. There's nothing there.
Nothing there, no. The Devon Prep player was gearing up for a ill-advised charge, if anything, and Max just felt that defender and picked up the ball.
Raymond thought about the 3. Good closeout that time by Branson. They're switching at the top of the key. It'll stay here. Good hands by Nick Neary.
We've seen Devon Prep play slow. I know Carter mentioned they took off a whole minute during one possession. With a 10-point lead, I think they're very comfortable with taking it slow in the half court and just getting really good shots.
Jackson Carroll called for the foul.
Looking for the late continuation. I don't think he's going to get it.
Continuation,
Yeah.
Jaden Kraft. I love the hustle, but no. I don't think so. He did make it, though. Beautiful offense. Jackson Carroll, Nick Neary, the 2 that got exposed defensively there.
Yeah, if you're LaSalle, at some point you just might have to go away from this. Just letting up far too many wide open shots to the Devon Prep tie. Oh.
And a little bit extra from Max Okabata that's not needed there.
Yeah.
Lucky to not get a technical foul. And it's a pretty good job by that official there. He's coming right up to Max Okabata telling him, hey, no more. Not taking it to that next step, next level, but I thought a pretty good job of managing the situation by this crew. Price Alston, not that time, but Neary comes up with the offensive rebound. Branson, wild shot. Price Alston brings it down. Couldn't finish it. Another offensive rebound. Counted and one for Max Okabata. Good for him for getting back into the mix.
I mean, all Nick Neary does is get offensive rebounds and second chance points. That's literally what he is known for. That is crazy. 2 offensive rebounds in the same possession there, leading to the Max Okabata M1.
And Jack, I think that's one of the first times this game we've seen LaSalle's size advantage pay off. If they can use that, I think it would definitely really help them.
Jaden Carr checks in. I like this substitution. Provides a lot of length out there, some bounce.
LaSalle sticking with their press that they showed late in the second quarter. And
wow, nice finish there, huh?
Yeah. Nobody watching that back end of the press.
Braden Fisher. Now Okabata misses, and Fisher came down with it. 11-point lead for Devon Prep, a triple team. And so now lots of numbers here for Devon Prep. Raymond. There's Jaden Carr getting into the mix defensively. He tracked back very well here. And back to live action as the Tide spreads it out 5 wide. Good hands, but right to number 21, John Dugan.
Really unlucky bounce there for the Explorers. The ball just ends up right in the pocket of Dugan on the layup.
Now zone defense this time down the floor for Devon Prep. Carr open for 3, well long, guess who? Nick Neary is fouled, and he will shoot 2 at the line. Already the 4th team foul on Devon Prep here in the 3rd quarter.
Devon Prep foul number 13, Cooper Fairland. That's his 4th.
Oh, wow.
4th personal against Cooper Fairland. James Kahn, the sophomore, 6'5", beg your pardon, comes to the scorer's table, and he'll replace Fairland. So what we've said about LaSalle and some of their challenges with their floor general, Tyler Branson, off the floor. Time for LaSalle to take advantage of that on the other side with Fairland on the bench with those 4 personal fouls.
Yeah,
11-point deficit.
Devon Prep certainly in some foul trouble. Jaden Kraft also with 3, and Dugan also with 3 personal fouls.
Full court from LaSalle. Raymond has been an adept ball handler throughout the evening. And that could have been a travel. Here comes Raymond. Another good bounce for Devon Prep. Look what I found. The assist to James Kahn. Kraft on the hoop.
Devon Prep a little 3-2 zone, it looks like.
I like the 3-2.
Yeah.
Just means LaSalle needs to find a way to get the ball to the baseline.
Oh, man.
Double clutch off the window. All right, now everybody's gotten their fair share of lucky bounces, huh? Call it even.
That was like the North Carolina shot in the championship game against Villanova.
Corner 3. And a foul is called and a leg gets kicked out. That should be the 4th personal foul against Jaden Kraft. That's a tough call.
Yeah, looks like both a little bit of arm fighting from both ends. Yeah. Really tough call. That is his 4th, as Bob mentioned.
But I mean, that's a bear hug from Carr. Fifth team foul.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, that's also should be a shooting foul. I think they've only just figured it out. It's a loose ball foul. So a foul by Devon Prep when they're on defense or a loose ball foul results in foul shots. 2 shots the rest of the way here in the 3rd quarter.
And Bob, I think this is exactly what you don't want to see if you're Devon Prep. You've got 2 of your better players out with 4 fouls, and LaSalle shooting for the remaining 4 minutes of this 3rd quarter.
You do look at that foul difference as well, 5-1, and Jason Fisher, very adept head coach, knows how to manage a relationship in a game and beyond with officials, and so I wouldn't go reaching if you're LaSalle on these next couple of possessions.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if they keep up that pressure.
Yep. And they do. Nobody guards the inbounder. Raymond gives it up. Saeed Garrett checked into the game. Doesn't get a ton of run, but again, this foul trouble providing issues. Poor pass from Owen Raymond, left the floor.
Looking for a tip. I don't think it was tipped. Didn't look tipped.
LaSalle might need to commit some bodies into the backcourt.
Yeah. I mean, such a crucial stretch for LaSalle. Huge opportunity to cut this game in further. See what they come up with on the offensive end. Oh man!
Okabata, count it, and 1. He is just a brute offensively.
Yeah, we've talked earlier. We were talking at halftime about how when Max was getting downhill, he wasn't on bounce. He was falling over himself. He was driving into other LaSalle players. So far, they've done a good job of vacating the one side to allow him to get down with some room. And he's doing a good job staying balanced and actually being able to draw the foul calls.
And Carter, I think part of that is playing off 2 feet. I know coaches preach that a lot, but it's such a big advantage.
He's preaching every day, Pat. Every day. And that's what Devon Prep does. That's their offense. They land on 2 feet. They kick it out. They back cut like we've talked about multiple times. That's their offense. So LaSalle doing Devon's offense to them.
This portion of today's game brought to you by Next Play Basketball. It's an AAU basketball organization here in Montgomery County and beyond. They have teams from 3rd grade to 12th grade, boys and girls. Visit them online. Check out their social media presence. They do a great job. And by the way, there are some tryouts coming up. I was actually speaking to a young man just last night who was all excited to tell me that he was going to be trying out for next play in just a couple of days. So check him out. Make sure you get to tryouts if you are thinking about playing AU basketball, getting better. Go check out Next Play Basketball. We appreciate their sponsorship. Max Okabata to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. (35-30). A 14-point spurt for LaSalle here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. They give it away again. Flaherty, Branson for three. Rebound inside. Good find. Carr, mid-range, yes. How about Pat Flaherty getting involved on the offensive glass?
Pat Flaherty with the steal and the offensive rebound to get Jaden Carr those 2 points.
And that one nearly thrown away. And indeed, Okabata. He got hammered. Okabata.
Again, no foul.
Wow, there's a lot of contact. Here comes Devon Prep. Might be foot on the line. No good. Kept in bounds. And then a whistle called against LaSalle. Second team foul. Boy, they had every opportunity to cut further into this lead.
This defensive pickup pressure is working, absolutely. Devon looks extremely uncomfortable getting the ball in and trying to get the ball past half court.
And Jason Fisher is searching right now. He's searching for a lineup that he can trust with those three guys on the bench in foul trouble. This is a critical stretch of this basketball game. Dangerous pass. Raymond getting downhill. Great look to the corner. A three is well short. And that's last touch by Devon Prep. Good pursuit to the basketball, though. Devon Prep is playing hard right now.
Yeah, you really love that. The effort doesn't stop no matter how deep you go down that bench.
Saeed Garrett gave him some good minutes there. In comes Jaden Allen Bates, the 5'9" senior.
Devon going into a face guard, Tyler Branson. Don't think they are going to let him catch the ball easy for the rest of the game.
Flaherty behind the back screen. And that's a good reset that time from Flaherty. Okabata wants space. Loves to go right. Carr for the tie.
Oh, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot of contact there. I don't know if they're going to give him this shot. The whistle again was late.
Well, he's going to get 2 free throws anyway.
That's true. Good point. Good point. Sorry, I'm seeing 5 fouls on the board. I'm thinking about real basketball back in the day. Front
7
ends of the 1-and-1, counting up for just the entire half. What we lost. What we lost, Carter. Games are no longer one and lost at the front end of the 1-and-1. See, I can't even say it anymore. I miss it. But I do think that men's college basketball is truly the last bastion.
Oh, man, this looks short, but it looked good.
Yeah, I think that's the last bastion for, hey, it's a 20-minute half, so you have to do it that way. But three-quarters court pass. Couldn't get it over the front rim.
Just got to stay vertical if you're Price.
And LaSalle basketball.
Got to be careful if you're Devon, too. Don't want to foul so far away from the basket.
Branson, wild shot.
Man.
4 bodies on the floor.
And no call on anything.
And you know what? I actually think that's correct. I really do. I didn't see much here. I think Tyler Branson lost his footing. There's really nothing there.
You're right, Bob. There's really not much there.
Except for the towel, which is going to have to clean up half the painted area at this point.
Bob, you said when you looked up at the scoreboard you saw the 5 fouls. When I just looked up at the scoreboard, I saw it's a 2-point game. This is ridiculous.
It is.
LaSalle on an 11-0 run in the last about 3 minutes. Doing a great job cutting into this.
And you look to the bench. Cooper Fairlamb on the bench with 4 fouls. Jaden Kraft, the junior, on the bench with 4 fouls. Nearly a travel there. That 10-second clock is ticking. Raymond, savvy veteran, dribbling the basketball. Alan Bates.
You can catch that. LaSalle confused on the aftermath of the press. Didn't seem to know what kind of defense they were in.
Long shots, draw long rebounds. Raymond spins.
Max Okabata.
Raymond couldn't settle it down. And Carr brings it down, 1:15 to play. Price Alston. Okabata, absolutely a foul. Owen Raymond picks up the personal. It was in the act, and LaSalle can tie the ball game at the line.
And although these two aren't scoring every play, Jaden Carr and Patrick Flaherty have been the key to this third quarter success for the Explorers.
Yeah, Jack.
I think that foul's incorrect, by the way, guys. They gave that to number 3, Dylan Johnson. Maybe he got in first, but man, Raymond was the one that came down on Max Okabata.
Devon Prep sensing the importance of this last possession, checking their 2 players with 4 fouls back in. This signals that I think they're actually going to hold for 1 shot for the rest of this quarter.
Well stated. Absolutely right, Carter.
Absolutely do not want them on the defensive end at risk of picking up their 5th.
And speaking of which, Ryan Ansell very quickly going to take Max Okabata off the floor, maybe recognizing the same thing. Let's get a defensive stalwart, Nick Neary, on the floor and save a foul potentially for both Max Okabata and Tyler Branson. 2 more fouls to give here for LaSalle after that foul picked up by number 5, Jaden Carr. A 19-8 run for LaSalle here in the third quarter. Tied at 35. We talked about it at the break. What does LaSalle need to get to? Is first to 50 the team that will win this game? No shot clock at the high school level. LaSalle still with 1 foul to give and plenty of time to give it. Braden Fisher, the senior, hands off for Jaden Carr.
I suspected Devon holding for that killing that last minute of the quarter.
And let's land the plane. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Corner 3. It's a big one for Dylan Johnson. And LaSalle won't get a shot off. Little momentum swing at the end of a raucous third quarter. Devon Prep 38, LaSalle 35. This portion of today's game brought to you by Bala Dermatology and Dr. Mary Griffin. Dr. Mary Griffin can help you with all your skin care needs, including routine skin checks against sun damage, other cosmetic options to make you love your skin. Visit her online at baladermatology.com. Call 610-664-3300. Healthy skin starts here. Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home, a proud sponsor of Bob Long Sports for multiple years now. Thanks to Andrew Buda Rakowski, who sends his best to Coach Ryan Ansell, the student athletes, and the LaSalle basketball program as a whole. And then finally, next, Play Basketball, AAU basketball organization here in the Philadelphia area. Grades 3 through 12, boys and girls, with tryouts coming up next week. Check them out online for more.
Bob, I got some final score updates in the PCL. Archbishop Carroll defeated Lansdale Catholic at home 70-60, and at the Burger King Classic, Newman Goretti took down St. Edwards from Ohio 76-73.
Thank you, Jack. We're about to get into a wild run of Philadelphia Catholic League basketball. Tonight, for these two teams, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week. That's a 3-game week, and then right back to it the following Monday. That's a lot of games in a short period of time. Oh. Tell you what, you get yourself a second-row ticket, you might get bonked on the head with a basketball. One more luck here as we come back to action. Look out below.
So back to their 1-3-1 defense they had success with early on.
This looks a little morphed here.
This is 2-on-2. Interesting. Don't see that too often, that's for sure.
Critical first couple of minutes here. And again, with Devon Prep and all that foul trouble, they have no problem taking 30-plus seconds now off the clock.
Yeah, they'll figure out this 2-on-2 one way or another. On the court, they have no problem doing it live.
Open three, hit one at the end of the quarter, and he makes one here to start the fourth. Dylan Johnson. Ooh, man, foul call.
It's Dylan Johnson again.
Yes, that's going to be the third personal on Dylan Johnson. Okabata puts pressure on the officials, does he not?
Yes, he does.
You're either going to call a foul against Okabata or the defender, or, man, there's going to be a body hitting the ground and people wondering how there's no whistle.
And when Max got downhill there, I saw Cooper Fairlamb very hesitant to even have any contact with Okabata. Obviously, he has 4 fouls. He has to be really careful in the last 7 minutes of this game.
Rebound by Okabata, and it's last touched by Devon Prep. The official on the baseline had a much better look than we did. We were looking through about 5 different sets of legs there. But a nice job getting to the offensive glass.
It's really tough to see there, really tough. No, don't think I've ever seen that one before, Bob.
Me neither. So what that was, Carter, why don't you explain what just happened there?
Well, official gave Devon Prep's head coach verbal warning.
Yes.
Against, you're not going to talk to us that way. Coach Fisher was not talking to the officials.
That's
he was
right.
talking to his own players. Official says, you know what, you're right, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Take it away.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. It's good discourse. And by the way, what Jason Fisher was saying, it's a good message. Got to box out on the rebound.
I can't imagine what the ref thought he was saying. Officials also have to box out on the rebound?
Yeah. Nope, that's well done. Good crew here tonight.
Really good play.
And a foul is called. It's going to go against Jaden Allen Bates. I love the play call there by LaSalle out of that baseline. I like how he didn't put it on the ground either. Maybe just the slightest bit of hesitation going up.
And Bob, this is interesting. It looks like Fairlamb and Kraft are almost going to have an offense-defense type situation.
Not almost. I think that's what's happening here. Yep, and you're absolutely right, Pat.
Although with Max Okabata on the block during this free throw, if he gets an offensive rebound, that's huge because then those two players from Devon cannot foul.
1 of 2 for Price Alston.
Salle up to 26 free throws early in the fourth quarter.
Carr comes into the game replacing Jackson Carroll. 4-point lead for Devon Prep. Second half has been all LaSalle. But Devon Prep's 2 big threes from 8th or 9th guy off the bench, Dylan Johnson, the difference. And he handles the basketball now. Price Alston probably doesn't need to be all the way out at the logo. Fairlamb for three. Not that time. And a better job that time by Pat Flaherty. Again, there's Jaden Kraft taking that three. They fouled him twice on three-point attempts. Able to contest without fouling. It was close.
Very, very close. I don't know what it is about Jaden Kraft that he's so susceptible to these three-point fouls.
And there's your offense, defense again. Every possession will matter. Devon Prep does such a good job.
Oh,
Flaherty. Maxo Cabada, no! And a rebound for Devon Prep. Branson came down with it, hammered, count it, and one. And more bodies on the floor for Devon Prep. South taking some chances defensively, and it's working out right now.
What a finish by Tyler Branson. I mean, quiet all game, relatively comes up with a big defensive stop through the contact there as well.
So slow to get up on the play, number 33, Braden Fisher, who's been working so hard out there tonight.
Bob, that's the same player in the same spot as his first injury earlier in the first quarter.
We're talking 5 games in 11 days. This is game 1. Oof. These teams are going to be beaten and battered.
The way Devon Prep plays with such physicality and 100% tempo all the time.
Branson at over a 75% clip this year from the foul line. 1-point game. Fairlamb and Kraft with those 4 fouls back on the floor offensively. And you wonder, Pat, to your point, when that offense-defense starts and whether it's just, hey, we're riding it with our guys. It'll stay here with Devon Prep.
And I think if LaSalle does want to try to attack them, if they can get a rebound and push it in transition, try to get those guys not set on defense.
Kraft goes behind that screen. Good job by Carr defensively. Travel is the call. No dissent from the Devon Prep bench. One more look at this one. Yep, just one too many. And I don't know when the last lead was for LaSalle.
No, I don't. I was just thinking it might be their first lead of the game, actually. Devon Prep got off to that 9-0 start.
They did, you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, good call there.
Yeah.
Got the elbow up high, Jaden Carr. Good defense by Devon Prep. First team foul against LaSalle here in the fourth quarter. And just not a good look there. Right in that window of that official, no question.
Yeah, and crucial. Any stoppage allows Kraft and Fairland to get back on the court, which is so big.
Oh, contact. A blocking foul is the call.
That is absolutely gigantic call.
It is, and the question is how deep? How deep? There is no restricted area painted. It is officials' discretion, and that is a tough one.
Really tough.
The 5th personal foul against Jaden Kraft. That hurts if you're a Devon Prep fan. And he took a shot to the face as well.
Yeah.
He is really having trouble right now. I think he got hit up by the nose area.
Some serious confusion coming on here.
This is an interesting discussion here off screen.
That's their first. The official's giving a delay of game to Devon Prep.
So the official's begging Jason Fisher, hey, you have to bring your sub onto the floor.
And we do see coaches in the past use that as kind of a mini timeout.
For sure.
Whether it's the purpose of it or not.
They have the minute or the 30 seconds in high school.
I'm just going to say, Jason Fisher is totally allowed to talk to his team for 30 seconds.
I just think that 30 seconds may have come and went.
I think it was close to a full minute and a half we were approaching there.
Tyler Branson has a chance to give LaSalle the lead. Hard to fathom. This has been quite the comeback here from LaSalle, and there's an eternity left in this basketball game. And a late substitution. Bryce Alston checks out. In comes Ryan Damon. Cooper Fairlamb stays on the floor with the 4 personal fouls.
I think now that Devon is down, I think Coach Fisher knows he can't afford.
Devon Prep certainly has a case for a foul there against Ryan Damon. Owen Raymond pulls this one back to the logo. Dangerous pass, thought it was a travel. Flaherty, though, comes up with it. And does a nice job getting it to Branson. Now LaSalle can play at their pace.
Just a really good job guarding that back cut, and by Pat Flaherty just being in the right spot to stop that under the rim.
He's doing all the little things. Flaherty is.
Don't see this very often from LaSalle.
Branson, good look to the corner. Flaherty. Big time rebound by Owen Raymond. That's a man's rebound inside. There's a 3. Fairlamb tipped back. Flaherty thought he was hammered, and he was. If at first you don't succeed on the foul call, then run over Pat Flaherty. So he will shoot 2. Yep. Bonus time the rest of the way. This is the 2nd consecutive quarter.
Bob, I fear we are in for a very long 4th quarter with how this game is trending.
2nd consecutive quarter where it's been a 5-to-1 foul split in favor of LaSalle. And Devon Prep has not been happy with that delta.
I mean, just look at the book. You get 31 and 32 is the 31st and 32nd free throws for LaSalle. 8 for Devon Prep. That's a tough pill to swallow, regardless of how the game has gone.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, teams play with different levels of physicality,
styles, for sure.
Of course, but
Carter, I like how you didn't mention any players there to put a little shooter's janks on it like I did.
Never. 3-point lead for LaSalle. This is LaSalle's first lead of the game, to Carter Philman's point earlier. They took the lead at 42-41 initially.
Still plenty of time in this game for Devon Prep to work their sets, work LaSalle's defense.
Good pass. Raymond for the tie. That one didn't draw any iron, and that's off the head of Max Okabata. Great call by the official. Good positioning on that baseline to see that.
Dylan Johnson is all over the place. Really like his game, what he's done for this Devon Prep team off the bench. Ansel calls out the Devon Prep inbounds play. Double screen to the corner.
Yeah, and there's a foul. Flaherty got the hands wrapped around. Freedom of motion. Can't put your hands onto the ball handler.
And Carter, going back to your point about Dylan Johnson, I think Jaden Carr has done a similar job. They both played in the JV game, but they've really stepped up in this really tough physical varsity game, playing big minutes for each team right now.
Damon checks out. Bryce Alston checks back into the game.
Another breakdown from LaSalle on the defensive end.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
And now LaSalle can walk the ball up the floor. What's been frenetic for about 12 minutes of play since halftime. Now LaSalle is in the driver's seat. And Tyler Branson doing a great job to create the space. Carr. He'll send Jaden Carr to the line. Dylan Johnson is getting his licks in here tonight. Hasn't had a ton of time, but that's his third, maybe his fourth. It is his 4th personal foul. Devon Prep calls timeout. This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance. And when you misspeak on the air and a 30-second timeout gets extended to a full, that's when you need your insurance, right? I don't know how good that reference was.
I don't know about that one, Bob.
We're going to workshop it. We're going to workshop it with our buddy Chris Marr from the class of 1989. Longtime sponsor of Bob Long Sports and is a better insurance agent than I am creative. That's for darn sure. He can help you with your home and auto, personal or business. Reach out to them at eandminsurance.com or call 215-368-9555. Special shout out, by the way, to Jake Timby, who is an agent for Chris Marr and E&M Insurance, who's on LaSalle's bench right now. One of the great shooters in the history of the program, on maybe the team's best run in the history of the program to the state semifinal. So good to have him on board. Chris Marr, longtime sponsor at E&M Insurance. I tell you, I think that gaffe is going to actually cause a few people to reach out to Chris and buy. You know, there's this guy, made some horrific reference on the broadcast, but you know what? I do need some home and auto.
Really poor athletes.
Yes, but here we are.
Come out of this one, another lengthy official discussion. Looks like a book discrepancy.
Book discrepancy, that's exactly right.
Curious to say, I don't see any new players on the floor for either team. That's a classic.
And out of that minute timeout,
could be a foul. Could be a how many foul situation.
Yeah, right. Because I was thinking 3 versus 4 for Dylan Johnson, and I wonder if this doesn't.
Dylan Johnson.
I wonder if it doesn't go back to that foul that I believed it was on Owen Raymond.
But they did call it on Dylan Johnson.
And they called it on Dylan Johnson, and perhaps the Devon Prep book had that foul on Raymond, whereas LaSalle had the book on Johnson.
Here, LaSalle is the home team. They are the end-of-all, be-all for bookkeeping.
That is whatever LaSalle's book have is what it'll be. Yep, and Jason Fisher was
certainly you can have a
discussion.
Yeah, certainly you can have a discussion with the other team.
He did, but at the end of the day, he did say, hey, whatever your guy's book says it is, and so he handled that well. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Check the tape. I think it was a foul that should have probably been called against Owen Raymond on the slap down on Max Okabata was called against Dylan Johnson. LaSalle's book got that right. Perhaps Devon Prep's book has one more on Raymond than LaSalle does.
Our independent stat keeper as well. Also, they do a great job. Also had 4 on Dylan Johnson.
How many does he have on Raymond, by the way?
Let's take a look.
2 for 2 at the line, by the way.
2 for Raymond.
Okay. 2 for 2 at the line for Jaden Carr. 5-point lead, largest for LaSalle. Remember, this is an 11-0 run. It was 41-35. Last bucket was the 3 from Dylan Johnson. Fairlamb gets it back, spins, and that's a tough shot in the lane. Big time from Cooper Fairlamb, the junior.
Yeah, much needed bucket for Devon Prep. Does a really good job. I mean, that's just a terrific move into the lane.
It feels like he's been here forever, just a junior, but I remember him coming into that game as a freshman in the state championship game. There were 2 players that were ineligible for Devon Prep at the time, Mason Thier and Calvin Smith. And so Fairlamb, after not playing much in that freshman regular season, came in as a freshman and helped them win a state championship at the Giants Center. Now just a...
LaSalle inviting the Devon pressure, knowing they have 5 fouls.
2:15 on the clock. 3-point lead for LaSalle. Good catch. Dangerous pass. Branson eludes pressure. To the corner. Flaherty might be in trouble. Where's your timeout? Don't need it. And Branson is found. That's picture perfect from LaSalle. 2 shots at the line, and your best foul shooter going after taking a minute or so off the clock.
Giving Devon Prep a little taste of their own medicine, if you will. Just pulling the ball out. They're not running as much offense, but, you know, comfortable putting it under your elbow, if you will.
It's a long 2 minutes to go here, Pat, but when you have 40 days of a regular season and you're not maybe at your best on January the 2nd, you have to find a way to get better week to week, night to night, and sometimes quarter to quarter And that's what's happening here tonight.
Yeah, LaSalle has looked tremendously better in this second half. And going back to that position, I think Tyler Branson did such a great job. And I know LaSalle was trying some other ball handlers, but he's so good as a point guard. I think he kept the team calm, and he's just so smart.
A lot of credit to Jaden Carr coming in off the bench, being a solid outlet on the defensive end, and a little comfortable handling it on the offensive end as well.
I think we'll see more of him as the year goes along. Excellent pass, Fairland, but it didn't go, and it's LaSalle basketball. Braden Fisher, he missed the bunny. One more look at Cooper Fairland, just creating at a high level.
Terrific pass around 3 defenders.
Dangerous pass. Branson. Fouled by Jaden Allen Bates. 2 shots coming.
Bob, I think in almost every close game LaSalle has been in, Tyler Branson is going to the line at a very high rate in the 4th quarter. He does a great job of getting to the free throw line, and we know that he does make them.
And although this is his first year at LaSalle, he does have varsity experience. He's a 2-year starter at Medford Tech in New Jersey. Scored 300-something points there.
I want to give a massive shout, by the way, because this game has gone up and down the floor. A huge shout to the best camera guy in the biz, Jack Burns, with us here tonight, doing an excellent job. And due to a little snafu on my end, had a little bit of trouble with his mic, so we apologize for that. But boy, hope he knows how much he's valued. Doing an awesome job for us here tonight. 49-43, 1:30 to go. Don't need a 3, but it would sure help. Okabata got the steal. Up ahead of the defense. Contact, count it, and 1. And Okabata may have just put this one away.
I mean, just fantastic choice to go off 2 feet. We've talked about it. Going off 2 feet, getting balanced, letting the Devon Prep initial defender fly by. And, I mean, he's one of the most physical kids in the Catholic League. Getting that ball up through the contact and in. We've seen that all game.
First to what number, Carter?
We said 50.
First to 50.
You guys are really smart.
Second time Max has come up with his own offensive rebound off the miss.
Yeah, that's a heck of an effort. Just ran out of room on the baseline there. But, boy, his effort's been phenomenal here in the second half.
Yeah, Bob, just to add on to that, it hasn't just been the free throws. I feel like he's been getting offensive and defensive rebounds this whole second half, and it has just helped this LaSalle team so much.
And his creative finishing at the basket.
That one's got to go up. But he got it to go, and a timeout for Jason Fisher.
Still plenty of time for this Devon Prep team to make it only a 6-point game, 2-possession game. They're probably going to come out in the full court press, which LaSalle has shown some struggles against in the past.
Turnovers can do that for you, 100%. And the other thing to think about anytime you're watching a high school basketball game down the stretch is what is the timeout situation for the team that is trailing? Because we'll say it till kingdom come or till they'll change the rule. The fact that the clock does not stop on made baskets under a minute is a travesty, and it makes it a lot more important for the road team, or the team that's losing, I should say, to have timeouts remaining to keep yourselves in the game.
And our unofficial stats here, 0 timeouts left for Devon Prep. We'll see if that ties to the book.
And so that should be something that Ryan Ansel and the coaching staff are talking to their guys about. If the ball goes through the ring.
On the make, let it bounce.
On the make, let it bounce. Let the official hand it to you, and only then will the 5 seconds start. It also allows your guys to get more organized against the full court pressure.
Absolutely.
Some confusion about a substitution there. Nick Neary. Dangerous pass. Gave it away. Count it. And 1. We didn't expect to see much of him, but Saeed Garrett. Biggest play of the game thus far for Devon Prep.
just a really tough spot to give a ball handler going towards the base while he's momentum carrying him towards the baseline against the trap. Just a really tough spot to receive the ball.
Okabata comes down with the rebound. LaSalle looking to spread the floor. Good find for Nick Neary. There's the left-handed finish. Beautiful.
Much better job on the press break there. No need to foul if you're LaSalle. Like we said, let the ball bounce.
That's a great finish, though.
What's the call?
Timeout called by LaSalle. It came from this near side referee. And I totally understand why, and both teams do it. Any team will do it. That was the fastest 3.5 second, 5 second call from the Devon prep bench.
Oh, I thought the official was going to make that call.
No, I don't think he was close. Was he?
He had the 5 up.
Yeah, but that might have been time. Did he call timeout as well? I don't know. That would have been quick. Super quick.
I have some more PCO scores. Archbishop Wood went to St. Joseph's Prep and beat them 48-41.
Whew.
And
Rock fight.
Yeah.
And Cardinal O'Hara went to Commonwealth League and beat them 45-38.
Rock fight.
And I know
some low scores across the Catholic League, and this game is not much different.
And I know not a final score update, but Pat Burkett has an update on the Father Judge Bonner game.
Yeah, obviously a big one. It's tied at 61 with 5 seconds left. Father Judge ball.
Go back in that one, watch that one after the fact, folks. You can't find where that is in 5 seconds. No. Stay with us.
I have a feeling we have an uncomfortable finish coming in for the South. They can't quickly figure out this full court pressure from Devon. Got to get it out of the corner.
And they gave it away. It's a good look for Fairlamb. Couldn't get the shot up. Garrett gives it up. Raymond, strong finish. Body control. 2-point game. Again in the corner. Timeout called. They gave it to him.
Oh, man. What a call.
And 4 Devon Prep Tide players are in the official's face. You can be the judge at home. He still had that foot down.
Still possession of the ball, still foot in bounds.
My goodness.
Oh, man.
That's a veteran play there by Tyler Branson.
If you're LaSalle, you have to stay out of the corner against this full court press. You got to get it to the middle of the floor. Be strong with the ball.
That's 3 times they've turned it over against the press. All 3 times it's gone to the corner. How about a little Price Alston? Come to the top of the key. Catch the ball above your head and keep it there.
Yeah.
And find somebody.
Absolutely.
Space the floor.
And Devon's going to throw multiple, more than 2. You can look on the outlets to the sides, too, if you can make that pass. It's just about getting through that initial pressure.
What a game, folks. This has been fun. And by the way, we're just going to preview this here. Our Blocks player of the game. Don't know who that will be, but make sure you visit Blocks, where you can turn your state income tax obligation into fundraising for the Catholic school of your choice. Visit them at blocks.org/tax credit. Make sure you get that 90% tax credit refund for being part of the program. It really is the best program around.
Oh, man, much better. Yeah, really good job by LaSalle getting the ball to Tyler Branson. He's just got to get rid of it here. Can't.
Branson, got to get rid of it. Gave it up. Fairlamb for the tie. 2 shots coming. Branson did so much, so well for too long. Get the ball up.
Get the ball out of your hands. You have multiple Devon Prep defenders coming at you. You don't play expecting the foul. You play expecting to, that they're going to go for the turnover. 2 free still have to if you're Devon Prep, still got to make the free throws. LaSalle, plenty of opportunity to win this game. 8 seconds left. If he does make those.
He makes the second one. I mean, you're still going full court.
I think you absolutely could. After you're Devon Prep, you absolutely should. It's worth the risk.
Oh, man. Devon Prep.
Sticks with
Part
that full court
of
pressure.
a Lion. 8.5 seconds to go, the full length of the floor. Carr.
Oh, man.
All the way. No good. Okabata, no. Good if it goes, and we're going to overtime. Free basketball here in Winmore. 10-2 run by Devon Prep down the stretch.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
How about that? Devon Prep, it's a completely new roster this year, at least in terms of the majority of the players. I know LaSalle is too, but that team did a better job and was more mature down the stretch.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just
with Kraft fouled out.
Taking the air out of the LaSalle. You just look at these two huddles, right? Devon Prep amped up. LaSalle looks like they've seen a ghost. They are absolutely shell-shocked that they just blew this lead. If you're LaSalle, you have to regroup. There's plenty of time in overtime. You have time to resettle, settle back in on the offensive and defensive end. You still have a chance to grab this game.
And like Bob was saying, Devon lost pretty much every major contributor to last year's team. Zane Conlon, who scored 440 points for them. Reese Kraft, who scored 433 points for them. Mason Thier, who scored 288 points for them. I mean, the list goes on. For LaSalle, last year they had 17 players on the team. This year they only have 13. They have 6 new players, and they lost 10.
And we have 4 minutes to settle it, 53 apiece. This went from Devon Prep looking to run away and hide to serious foul trouble in the second half. Guys fouling out. LaSalle amped the pressure up, led by as much as 8. And Devon Prep owned the final minute with 4 steals with the full court pressure.
And real quick before overtime, Bonner pulls away 64-63 over Father Judge.
That's 2 losses for Father Judge early on. And they haven't played Newman or Roman. Gets very interesting there.
Fairlamb still with 4 fouls in the overtime period. That's always a factor. Jaden Allen Bates has done a terrific job on the defensive end for Devon, also with 4 fouls. Something to watch in this overtime period. No major foul trouble to report on the LaSalle end.
Okabata lost his footing, got rid of the ball just in time. Devon Prep faithful do not agree. Branson with patience here. Oh man, they had an opportunity for Flaherty, who hasn't hit anything tonight but is a big-time three-point shooter. Now he opens it up. Bang! Pat Flaherty.
Just a massive response to start overtime for LaSalle.
Got it to him in the pocket, in rhythm.
Jack McGuire was calling for a Pat Flaherty 3. He finally got it. That is off the defending knee
of Owen Raymond. LaSalle basketball. And we're going to bring you back to live action. Full court pressure. Branson spreads the floor very well. Neary gives it up for Bryce Alston, and he missed it. Counted on 1 for Nick Neary. Garbage into cold, just the way Alston intended. He saw that foul coming and give him 1 more at the line. You can't make this up. You really can't.
Talk about Neary offensive rebounds and second chance points.
Right place, right time.
This game and its play won't be in Dr. James Naismith's Guide to Basketball, but I'm convinced you could write a book about this game.
Certainly something.
I mean, my goodness, the number of swings here, the number of incredible plays, the number of, quite frankly, boneheaded plays. It is just, it's got everything. And there's so much on the line as well. When you think about eventual playoff seeds, both of these teams with maybe a little bit of a lighter start to the schedule. There's not that many winnable opportunities late. it makes this one all the more important for both sides. So Nick Neary, not the highest or most proficient foul shooter, but he's been good here tonight from the stripe. 2 timeouts remain for LaSalle. We just heard. I believe one would have been added to Devon Prep for the overtime period.
Oh, man. That is a foul called on the floor, on the box out.
And remember, the fouls do carry over in the fourth quarter, so every foul, the rest of the way, quite frankly, for both teams, will send folks to the line for 2.
How about 4 current Devon Prep players on the floor, 4 fouls?
You run out of guys at some point.
And
how many foul shots for LaSalle, Carter?
4. This will be the 41 and 42.
Oh my goodness! They've scored 59.
Yes. Yeah.
1 of 2.
Dylan Johnson steps on the floor, just adding to the list of players with 4 fouls.
That one hit the rim. Again, write the book about this game. Skip pass, hits the rim, pops open for 3. Everything but. LaSalle basketball. Some hand fighting there in the corner between Nick Neary and John Dugan.
Looked like a solid box out, though. If you're LaSalle in this situation, while LaSalle's Devon is setting up, you want that ball from the official as quickly as possible.
Interesting place to inbound from, and a foul is called.
I don't think that's the official's call to make.
Against Okabata. Here it is, right side of your screen. Well, he did extend the arms, but boy, is that light.
Two officials on the near side where that I figured that call would be made. That rear official making that call is tough.
Isn't going to be able to see those arms extended.
I mean, maybe he's up to more towards the half court. Fish. Is that a loose ball foul, Bob? Should that have been a loose ball foul?
I don't know. You're asking why they're inbounding from there.
I think that's what
beautiful interior passing, though. Just couldn't hit it. Give it up, Tyler. Bryce Alston. Yes, sir. A big flush. Matches their largest lead.
What a pass!
Unbelievable play. What a finish by John Dugan. Branson. Oh, my goodness. What we don't have is the second camera to say when Ryan Ansel was asking for this call, but it was called right here when Branson was in the air. And to be honest, I expected more dissent coming from the Devon Prep bench. If I was a Devon Prep coach, I wouldn't like the call at all, because, again, that whistle's coming now on your screen as he's jumping out of bounds.
I have another score. I know this isn't. None of these games went into overtime like this one, so they're all coming in now. You're not going to expect this. It's not an upset, but Roman Catholic goes to Archbishop Ryan and beats them 61-59, a 2-point win for Roman Catholic.
Wow, good for the Ryan Raiders, though. I mean, obviously not getting the win, but Joe Zaglinski had to replace a lot of guys. It was, again, pretty young team last year. They were the 9 seed. That's quite a game. LaSalle goes to Archbishop Ryan on January 30th. It's a Friday. Our good buddies at the Archbishop Ryan Basketball Network, Ted Westervelt, Joe Sinai,
great broadcast
Mark
crew over there.
Heimerdinger, and if things are going really well, Uncle Denny on the camera.
Not as good as Jack Burns, though.
Not as good as Jack Burns. Definitely not as good as Jack Burns.
Not as good as Jack Burns, absolutely. Baseball pass for Okabata. How about Okabata going for the layup? I like that, under control.
That shows growth, Bob, because in previous games and previous years, he would have gone up for a dunk there.
No need to foul if you're LaSalle here.
Oh, my goodness. Now what does that do? It stops the clock, even though he didn't make the shot.
Stop the clock allows Devon Prep to set up their full court press on a make.
This has only been 1 minute and 57 seconds of overtime, by the way.
Feels like 15.
A minute and 57 seconds of fun. I mean, this game's nuts.
This game is never going to end.
John Dugan, the pitcher. Big-time baseball player. I like his game on the floor as well. Very cerebral. Missed the first. Got the second. This is the ball game right here.
Yep.
Is can LaSalle break this pressure 4 times or so?
That's a walk.
And they couldn't break it the first time.
Yeah,
I mean, this is it. It was an 8-point game with a minute and change to go in regulation.
If you're Nick Neary, you can't trap yourself on the baseline there. After you receive that pass, you got to make a decision to either get the ball up the floor or put it on the floor to give yourself space, and not use the Devon Prep obviously just using that baseline as an extra defender.
Good slip that time, but LaSalle guarded it well, and Flaherty came up with it. Good looking back. Behind the back pass.
Settle it down.
Neary gave it away. And a jump ball. Alternate possession gives it to Devon Prep. And remember, the reason that that's Devon Prep's ball, regardless of what happened during regulation, we jumped it again to start overtime. LaSalle won that jump. And this is the first alternate since that point. Fairland, that's a strong catch. Skip pass, gonna get all the way to Johnson.
It's a good interior defense by Bryce Austin. Great pass there.
No good on the 3. What a play. What a play. And I think Carr, for all the challenge that LaSalle has had in the corner, decided I'm just going to let that one go, hope it goes out of bounds, rather than collecting the ball and having a double, but it results in Prep basketball, Devon Prep basketball. A 3 could really help, but Devon Prep just needs the first good look. That's a pretty good look for Owen Raymond. Flaherty again in the midst of everything. Floor spaced well.
Much better job getting the ball. Just get the ball up the floor.
Now the double team and a whistle. Foul called against Owen Raymond. Carr to the line to shoot 2.
The Explorers aren't in this position without a lot of players, but they definitely aren't in this position without Jaden Carr and Patrick Flaherty. Even though they're not scoring the most, they are doing all the little things, all the rebounds, all the steals, all the loose balls.
And Flaherty's 3 to start overtime. It's like a hockey overtime, right? Where you go 3-on-3, and it's a 4-minute extra period, and quite frankly, just the possession or the first opportunity, whoever gets that first opportunity has a huge advantage. Flaherty did that, hitting the 3 to start overtime. And quite frankly, LaSalle's been on the front foot since that point in this overtime period. One of 2 for Jaden Carr. Remember Jaden Kraft? He lost the dribble. Raymond didn't think he could dribble it, and Max Okabata ran right into it. We'll get back to live action here. Garrett, no. And gave it away. Good look inside, and the teardrop will go. 2-possession game. Okabata and Branson. Branson up the floor. And now Devon Prep
put it in your pocket.
Foul.
Yeah, just put it in your pocket if you're LaSalle.
26 seconds left. Carr back to the line for 2 more.
Devon prep foul, number 21, John Dugan. That is his 5th. And the limit of personal fouls on John Dugan.
John Dugan is fouled out. Took a number of hits here tonight as well. Again, a fan of a lot of these guys' games, Carter. These Devon prep guys lay it on the line.
Bob, you said he took a lot of hits. He doesn't let up a lot of hits, though.
There you go. That's right. Got him.
That one was for our buddy Tyler Kern at home. I know he likes my jokes.
He does. He does. Of course, we all like your jokes, Jack. What are you talking about? But yes, Tyler does have that sense of humor, doesn't he? We miss that guy. We miss that guy. Had a heck of a year calling football with us. 8-point lead.
Sal, just be solid on the defensive end. No need to foul. Just stay vertical.
And they gave it away. Flaherty. Great job getting into and then out of trouble. Carroll. Branson.
Oh, man, that was not a foul.
And a technical foul has been called. I don't think he had one to give.
No,
that
he did
was
not.
his 5th. I do wonder how that's adjudicated,
yeah,
by
I
the
think
way.
you do have to be careful, too. You know, 1 technical is fine. If you get ejected from a game, 2 technicals, I believe that is.
Well, he was already disqualified is my point. So what happens when you get a technical foul after you've been disqualified?
Yeah, that definitely has to be careful coming off the floor there. I understand frustration and certainly don't want to show up a referee as they're walking off the floor regardless of how this game is going. I guess I just started from the scores table. I guess that goes to the coach instead of the player.
Okay.
from a scorebook perspective.
Understood. So what happened if my guy Jay Fish had already had a tackle?
I guess
he almost already did. He almost had one earlier
Would
this
he
game.
have been gone?
Interesting, a lot of interesting things to happen in this game, Bob.
Huck.
One of the most
Where's
eventful.
the book at?
Where are you, Huck?
One of the most eventful games
ever
I've watched. And I've watched a lot of them.
And once again, it's Tyler Branson's free throws that seal the game for the Explorers.
Yeah, it'll be 4 free throws and then the ball back for LaSalle.
I know we're in overtime, no doubt about it, but LaSalle scored 16 points in the first half. They're about to hit the 70 mark.
I mean, I already said you guys are smart, but first to 50 was the right call.
First to 50. Although,
got there roundabout way.
Yeah, it's like when you have the wrong equation but somehow get the right answer. I wasn't counting on that last minute of regulation. Pat Flaherty will take it across the timeline, and LaSalle will win the basketball game. What a game. Unbelievable in so many facets. I'll let you guys talk about it. Let's see if we can grab a player or two to come join us. Who comes to mind, by the way?
I would love to see Jaden Carr. Pat Flaherty,
yeah,
one of
absolutely.
those two.
Yeah.
And who?
Pat Flaherty.
I like that. All right, let's see what we can get. Stay with us.
End of the day, LaSalle takes it home, 70-58. Big Catholic League win for LaSalle. Let's remove most of the happenings throughout the game. Tough officiated game. LaSalle muscles out a win after almost giving it away in regular season. Jack, we'll hit to you first. What are your takeaways from this? What does this show you?
I think this year after they lost last year's team, like I said, they lost 10 players, 5 seniors, 3 transfers, 2 nationally ranked football players, and then they got 6 new players. One of them, Jaden Carr, who we're about to interview, came from Malvern, and then 2 other JV players in Rex Hellstrom and Ryan Rang, 2 transfers, like I said, Carr and Branson, and then Nate Walsh from the freshman team. Those pieces together made a phenomenal team.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of new experience. Winning never comes easy, and it's a learning experience as you go. Pat, we'll go to you quick. What do you got from this game? What are your takeaways?
Yeah, I think LaSalle had a pretty sloppy first half, but they really turned it around in the second half in overtime. And I think it was just about hustle and fight. This team fought so hard in that second half and overtime, even when things didn't go their way.
Exactly. Certainly has been a story, these second half adjustments that this team has made throughout the year.
We're going to snag these two headsets here. And come on, we'll come back on this side here, boys. And Carter, just watch our levels for us. Jack, you got us all right, partner? Happy to be joined by Max Okabata, Jaden Carr. Guys, what a comeback. I mean, this game had everything.
Yeah, exactly.
What did it look like from your perspective, Max, and then you, Jaden?
I feel like to start off, they came out hot, hitting threes early. So we had to go back in the locker room and talk about what we need to work on and come back out strong.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
First half, we weren't starting slow, so sloppy. Second half, totally different game, new quarter. We improved, we played defense, we did the hustle, we did everything.
You guys out-physicaled them to a large part. A lot of bodies on the floor all night long, led to them being in foul trouble. How did you guys, let's go with you, Jaden, how did you take advantage of the foul trouble from Devon Prep?
We just attacked the guys that were liabilities. We made the right reads, kicked out if we needed to, and just kept attacking if they were in foul trouble.
Well, yeah, I just say I was playing hard, having grit all game, being dogs on the court.
And Max, your second half, very impressive. Got in the passing lane. We thought your efforts on the rebounding side really stood out as well. What does it mean to be able to go to battle? And I think that's what this was tonight, go to battle for your guys.
I feel like going to battle for my team every day is just like winning plays each and every time. So we talk about making winning plays for the team in urgency.
We do have to talk about the end of regulation, right? Devon Prep, an impassioned effort to come back.
Yep.
Then you're sitting in that huddle, and we even made a comment. Devon Prep had all the energy in the world coming into that huddle. How do you guys flip the script and make overtime yours?
I feel like we just took deep breaths, relax, calm down, and see what we're going to do.
Yep, exactly. We had the momentum going into the overtime. We just stayed with what was working, and yeah.
And Jaden, one more for you. You played some minutes in the JV game, certainly tapped on the shoulder here tonight. A key ball handler for this team. What is that like going both ways, and how exciting is it to be earning more varsity minutes?
It's great, man. It's a great feeling, to get out there. It's a big game for me. I've just been putting in so much work and practice and everything, so it's good it paid off.
Yep, like every practice, Jay and working his behind off, trying to get a starting spot. That's it.
That's terrific, guys. Well, game one of 5 games in 11 days, so rest up a little bit. You got another war coming in Radnor on Monday, and we'll be there for it. So congratulations, and thanks for coming up and spending some time with us.
Thank you. Yep.
Max Okabata, Jaden Carr, you can just leave those there on the table.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of your night and weekend. So, what a finish. Jack McGuire with us. Good to have you back. Pat Burkhead as well. Jack, how'd it feel to be off the bench and up here with us?
It felt different, but it felt great. I'm so happy that I got to spend my time with you guys, and I can't wait to do it again against Father Judge on the 14th.
There you go. Pat?
Yeah, it was great having Jack back, Always a little bit more fun when he's with us. No offense to anyone here.
Ouch.
But no, but that was a great game, obviously. Overtime, we got 4 minutes of extra basketball, which we don't see too often, so I really enjoyed it.
Carter, the best, man. Best in the biz. Great job.
Thank you. Great game. We're on to the next one is all I'll say about this.
And Jack Burns, my man, great job on the camera. We're excited to be in Radnor on Monday. My personal favorite, 6 p.m. tip.
Oh, nice.
Love that in Radnor. So get there early, get your popcorn ready, watch us, and then check out whatever's the late slate of the Philadelphia Catholic League. So for our entire crew here, Bob Long saying so long from Windmore. Have a great evening and weekend, everybody. Playoff football is on the way. Good night.